Alright guys, so you are welcome to my channel once again. This is Namens here. If this is the first time of visiting the channel, I would entreat you to subscribe to it and you click the bell beside it so you get notified whenever I upload other videos. Alright, thank you to my existing subscribers. You guys have been awesome, and those who keep joining the family, I will entreat you to share the channel, talk to it about others, let them know what the channel is about. And I'm sure the messages that I've been getting, that the channel has been helping and all that, I'm sure it will be of help to those people as well. This is the place where you get all the information that you will need about the UAE, so it will aid in your migration, and then when you are there, you also aid in your stay and make life comfortable for you, as in you get to know everything in the UAE. I also ask you once again to check out the channel named Kofi Techi. He's also doing awesome job, so check out his channel and also subscribe when you do. All right guys, so today I want us to talk about the reasons why you should not live in the UAE. It's surprising, yeah, because I've been doing a lot of videos about your moving there and making life easier for you and all that, but today I want us to talk about why you should not live there. By not live there, I mean why you should not think that you are going to make a home there and like going to stay there for like the way people go to Europe and elsewhere and they live 20 years, 30 years, 40 years there. I don't think the UAE is a place that you can do that. All right guys, so let's go into this video. Let me explain further.
Yeah, it's
when I say the reason why you should not live there, I'm not saying that like you should not go there, but what I want to say is that when you go there, you should have a plan of exit. Like you should say you are going to spend a particular number of years over there and work towards that. Okay, so that if it will be some investment that you'll be doing back home, or some business that you will start back home, or whatever you start, or if you think of maybe migrating elsewhere, so you save money and try and find avenues for you to move elsewhere, you do. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is that there is rising cost of living in the UAE. It's becoming expensive by the day. Before, for instance, there wasn't any tax, but few years back they introduced VAT. So that meant the percentage of VAT being added to the cost of the price of goods and services. Now corporate tax is also going to be introduced, and you know, when companies pay tax, they usually pass it on to the consumers. So the UAE is gradually and day by day getting more expensive. There's rising cost of living, rent is not easy, and all the other areas. So it's difficult to decide that you are going to live there for, like I said, like that number of years, maybe 20-30 years. It's going to be difficult because as the years go by, the cost of living is going to keep increasing. And the reason why it's going to be difficult is that, to my next point, in the UAE you can be on one salary for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. If, for instance, you are working as, let me just say, whatever work that you are doing, if you have been placed on a particular salary, you can be on that salary for so many years without any increment. If you want an increment in the salary, then you are likely to maybe change job or something like that. Or maybe if you assume a higher position in the company, then likely your salary is going to go up. But if you are on that same level, unlike elsewhere where you can be on that same level and maybe after working for some number of years, your salary can be increased. In the UAE, it's not likely to be like that. You can be on one salary for 5 years, for 6 years. And so with the rising cost of living and a permanent salary, it could be a bit difficult to want to make that place your home and live there for the 20-30 years like others do elsewhere. Okay, now there is also inequalities in the system. You know, there's so much inequality in the system. For instance, if you are doing the same job in most areas, the locals are the top. The Indians come, and I think the Filipinos and the Africans. But the Indians and Pakistanis might be on the same level, the Filipinos and the Africans. So you might be doing the same kind of job with, let's say, an Indian, and he will be earning more than you because by virtue of the fact that he's an Indian or she's an Indian. And if the person is the local, then that one, you don't go there at all. You could be doing the same job with the local, and maybe you'll be earning, let's say, 5,000. Local might be earning 15 or 20,000, and you might be doing the same kind of job. I appreciate the fact that they look out for their citizens, yes. So it's not a problem, but I'm just saying that the inequalities could be, it could be demotivational, if I should say. It's like, you are doing the same kind of work with somebody and the person is earning much higher than you. It could demotivate a little bit. Okay, so that is also one thing. Then the next point I would like us to look at is that you won't be Emiratized. If you were in Europe, America, and elsewhere, after your stay there for some time, you could get their papers. You could become a citizen. You could own their passport and stuff. But in the UAE, it's not possible. You won't be Emiratized. So you can't say you are going to be there for a while. Maybe you move your family there and they are going to obtain the UAE passports and become nationals and stuff like that. It won't happen. So it's also one of the reasons why you should not think of living in the UAE. Now, there's also the fines regime. Like, yeah, we are all fallible. We don't intend to commit offenses and all that, but probably you could commit some little offense here and there, and the fine that will be imposed on you could usually be insane, and it doesn't mean that once you are paying one fine, if another fine comes, it will not be added. You see, so if you don't take care, you could be working more or less for the government. You make so much fines, and every month a portion of the fines will be deducted, and before the rest of the salary be given to you. So it's also one reason why I don't think you should want to live there permanently. But all in all, it's a place that you can go, work, make some good money, start some business back home, or send money home to save. You do have some enough savings, come back and start something on your own, or come back and use that money to travel elsewhere. Or if you are there and you are making, your salary is so cool, you are making a very huge salary, and your company is taking care of your kids' education and all that, then you are not part of the category of the people I'm talking to. Then for you, yes, the UAE could be home to you and all that. But even with that, you will still not be Emiratized and all that. So, but your children could be taken care of and all those things. Then it's cool, because school fees and all those things are also insane. So if you don't have a company that's going to be paying all that for you, then even if you are earning 10,000 dirhams and you have to bring your kids over there to school, it's going to be pretty difficult. So those are the reasons why I don't think you should make the UAE your home. Once you are there, have an exit plan, work for some number of years, make some savings, start some business home, or save back home. You can do a standing order on your salary, so that whenever the money hits your account, a portion is moved into your account back home, so that by the time you come home, you have some good money standing in your account to start a business or something. And yeah, you'll be cool, so that you don't think that you are going to be living there for the 20-30 years, like I said, that people do in Europe and elsewhere. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. God bless, and catch you another time.
Yeah.